You've got me wrapped around your finger, wrapped around your finger. Oh, I'd gladly wear this noose around my neck. Oh, I do not know you yet. Oh, I do not know you yet. And you don't know my first name, but I found you just in time. I gotta get her out of my head, and it drives me crazy. That girl's a trick, my friend said, but she drives me crazy. Honey, this is unkind, you're taking over my mind. This'll be my demise, and I'll tell you I will drive you, taking over my mind, and it drives me crazy.
What's up, Band of the Week back again. This week we have This Providence.
What's up?
Alright, now you guys just released your album and your music video for The Letdown. Have you decided what your next single is going to be yet?
The next single for Who Are You Now is kind of still in the works. We have some ideas, but a lot of it has to do with Atlantic and Philly Ramen kind of working together and picking the right song and the right push for
Kind of goes
the
off
image.
downloads too, like
Yeah.
what people buy on iTunes as singles and stuff.
Which it's been sporadically different every week.
Yeah.
Some not like when Waste Myself came out, that was definitely a big thing that we were thinking that would be the next single, but it's kind of looking different.
Alright, and now after this tour ends, you guys are playing a couple of dates on Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Is this your first time on Warped?
This will be
our first time.
This will be the first time that Andy and I do Warped Tour with the band. They did Warped Tour, I think, in 05 or 06 or something.
05.
05.
Yeah, they did like 3
and
days.
They did 3 days
Yeah.
or something. So it's pretty fresh for the band to do something like this. It should be a lot of fun because we haven't done anything like that.
Yep.
So
What are you excited for Warped?
I'm excited for the hangouts.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's the end of tour.
Watch
and-
Bad Religion.
Yeah. Bands we haven't
Just being
seen
honest.
live in a long time.
Okay. Now, speaking of tours, you guys just did an acoustic tour. Now, how did that compare to like a normal tour?
We actually weren't on that
Yeah.
tour,
Oh,
but
You were the two members that weren't.
but I did go to a few of the shows.
Yeah.
It was definitely an intimate feeling, definitely a cool vibe. Not something I think that we'd like to do more so, but I know that William Beckett said that he really enjoyed that stuff. I think it's a cool thing when you need some like downtime and you don't want to like push for anything, but you still want to get out a little bit. I think it's a cool thing to do that. I wouldn't recommend that for us just yet. I think we need to push the live show more as a whole band.
All right. Now, do you guys, why do you guys think that people should come to a This Providence show?
It's rock and roll, man.
We try to make it fun and new and fresh for everyone every time. It's like we try to we don't like I guess what would you say, we wouldn't use tracks or anything. We try to make it like a whole live experience, and there's even things we can't do live, like random synths and stuff on the record. We try to do it in a different way, so it's definitely a different thing watching us and some other bands.
We try to be pretty raw and pretty honest with our music. 'Cause, like, we're passionate about it, and hopefully that can rub off on other people.
Yeah, lots of energy too. We try to keep energy high.
All right. Now, for anyone who hasn't heard of you guys, how would you describe your music?
Well, it's with this new record, Who Are You Now? We tried to make it as like a pretty simple, just rock songs that are really sing along,
Hanging out with friends in a
yeah.
car, driving
driving
down the
on
highway.
freeway,
Just
sing
a
along.
feel-good record, In the past records, it was more about like what cool things we could do and how impressive we could be with our instruments. But this one, we definitely wanted to chill out a little bit and just write good songs, because that's sometimes lacking these days.
Okay. Now to the personal questions. Who is your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush.
Gwen Stefani.
That's a good one. I saw her in
Bamboozle?
Arizona
Oh,
on the tour they did with Paramore
Oh,
and
really?
the Sounds, and It was, oh my gosh, you're so good.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's my celebrity crush though. She's a little
mine.
too old, you know.
Maybe
I mean,
was
if
10
you're
years
watching this,
older.
Gwen, sorry. I know I'm your crush. Patty mayonnaise.
Patty mayonnaise.
Final answer.
All right. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you?
When in general, like we're not talking about tour stuff.
Yeah, no, just in general.
Okay. 4th grade. No. 3rd grade. I believe it was 3rd grade.
It's always 3rd grade.
I was just thinking about a 3rd grade story.
I
actually.
peed my pants during recess, and I was so embarrassed. But I jumped into a puddle so no one would know that I peed my pants, because there's like this watermark here, and I'm just like, oh shit, like everyone's gonna know I peed my pants. So I found a puddle, I jumped into it, I got soaking wet everywhere. But I mean, I'm sure I smelled like pee. I was in 3rd grade, I was a little kid, and I was bummed out.
Mine's a 3rd grade pee story.
Yeah.
There was a girl. I was a new kid in school because I had just moved to Washington, and there was this girl who just went over to the water, found, started drinking, and all of a sudden you could hear her crying, and she turned around, and she peed her pants, and like I felt bad, so I had a sympathy pee for her, so I peed my pants.
You did not. You did like a Billy Madison thing?
It was
Billy
a sympathy
Madison.
pee.
It's like a Billy Madison move.
Yeah.
If you're not peeing your pants, then you're not cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
So I guess
Yeah.
I'm cool and you're cool. Did you pee your pants ever?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, say you
Peeing
did.
your pants
Okay,
is
feel
cool
better.
when you consider me.
Because I'm
Miles
feeling really
Davis.
nervous right
I'll pee
now.
my pants right now for you. So you
Appreciate
feel
it. I really do.
All right. What is your favorite city to play a show in?
Probably Seattle. It's our hometown, my hometown. It's just always good to be home, And New York's always sweet.
Chicago's my
Anaheim.
favorite. Chicago is just always a really sweet show. Kids are insane.
Chain Reaction, though.
Chain Reaction
might be-
in Anaheim is awesome.
It's almost tied for first. So.
That's what we're hearing. Everyone's talking about last night.
Yeah, it's
Last night
nuts.
was
It
an
awesome.
insane show. It's been one of our favorites.
Now, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you guys on tour?
Craziest. That's happened to us?
That's
Or
happened
by
on
us?
tour.
So I mean, we've had some pretty. I mean, I guess pranks is a huge thing with
Yeah,
us. Like we used to do a lot of pranks. We were on tour with this one band. I won't really mention their name.
From
because
Chicago.
People are gonna feel really bad for them and then hate us. And so, let's just say this one band we were on tour with. We did constant van wars. So it'd be like, driving down the highway, throwing like a naked juice or like some
Bottles
or, like,
of pee.
bottles of pee or like
Gross things like that.
a Slurpee at their van. That led to a lot more stuff. The last night of the tour, we tied their bass player up, and I started playing bass the first song, so we could have time to grab their van.
We stole their van.
We stole their keys, stole their van, drove it away so they couldn't find it when they got off stage. But we had about 30 minutes, 40 minutes to mess up the van, so we just doused it in like juice and pee, and then antiqued it, which is just throwing flour all over it. It was covered in flour.
Cupcakes all over the windows.
Put cupcakes and ho-hos and
Vaseline
ding-dongs.
under all the handles.
Put bananas
If they see
there.
this, they're gonna remember it and hate us and like.
I spray painted in their van my name.
Oh yeah.
Or not in their van, their
the
trailer. We pretty much destroyed their van,
Yeah.
and then we drove it back, and they were so bummed. They threw eggs at us that night. Later
That's
that
pretty
night.
crazy.
Yeah. All right. What is the weirdest or most inappropriate thing anyone has ever asked you to sign?
Straight up, when I was at Bamboozle, this girl took her boob out.
Really?
Yeah, and I just said, "Put that away." I said, "Put that thing away."
I don't know
was
if I've
so
had
shocked.
anything inappropriate. Like, last night, a bunch of kids had like these little wood blocks they wanted us to sign. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was inappropriate. That was so inappropriate. Those are jingle blocks, by the way. God forbid you sign one of those.
Yeah, I signed 2.
One last thing. Is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
Just huge thanks for coming out to shows.
Yeah, thank you for the support.
Yeah.
Keep supporting bands, buy records, wear
Buy
earplugs
records.
to shows.
Yeah. And don't drive drunk.
All right,
We're not going to sign your breasts.
That too.
Even if you're a guy.
What's up? I'm Andy.
I'm David, and we are in This Providence. And BVTV rocks.